Hey everybody, it's SmallgGay. This is my third try on this vlog. I wanted to do some fun vlogs because a lot of my vlogs lately have been really serious, and I'm not really that serious. I just have my moods, especially around that 9/11 time. So I'm feeling good today, and really hopeful about the election in Delaware. Go, Christine! And this vlog is not about Delaware, though, although it is a little bit. It's going to be about Michelle Obama, if you can't tell already. Look at that big Jennifer Holliday body. Now, yeah, this is Jennifer Holliday in the original production of Dreamgirls. Remember, she was like, "And I am telling you," she was like, that was Lisa Murkowski's theme last week when she was doing this big drama sweep about how she wasn't going to just step down. Like, she was like, well, I am telling you, Lisa's not going. You're the best man Lisa's ever had. You know, she's like that. Because she always calls herself Lisa. I had a laugh with Tammy Bruce about that. Because she doesn't say I. Like, she wouldn't say, I am telling you. Yeah, she wouldn't even say, and I am telling you. She would say, and Lisa's telling you. I hate that Lisa Murkowski. Get rid of her. Good God. I think it was so telling that not even the libertarians would take her. I mean, they met with her, but they were like, No, the subject of this is big fat black women, like Michelle Obama. And Michelle Obama is like a pear-shaped. Her butt has gotten so big with this lavish lifestyle, this lavish FU lifestyle that she's living, with all the vacations and all the fancy dinners and banquets and everything. Michelle. Michelle is really starting to pack it on, you know. And she's got this body. It's very strange, Michelle Obama's body, because it's like she's got a big rear end and a narrow top, and then she's got these big, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger steroid arms. So the whole look is very strange. And she's just got those angry eyes, like she's ticked off all the time. Now, I'm not a sexist, and by the way, I am pro-fat. As long as people are healthy, as long as people keep their numbers up. I mean, one of our closest family members is a plus-size woman, very large, and she's in her 80s now. You know, I mean, it's not a death sentence, and there's just as many health risks with every other kind of body. You can over-exercise, you know. You can be too thin. Fat people have higher immunity than thin people. More thin people get AIDS. Look it up. So, I mean, there's health risks with everything in life. And it's about those numbers, you know. It's about keeping the blood pressure low and all of that stuff. And, you know, the cholesterol, all that stuff. That's what it's about. And you can have high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You know, I have other family members who have been fit their entire lives who have such high blood pressure now. There's so many issues at work. And the whole point of it is that it's up to the individual and their doctor to work on these things. That there's no one-size-fits-all. Obviously, there is no cure for obesity any more than there is a cure for alcoholism. You know, if you are an overeater, you can manage the disease, but even then, you have to want to do it. You know, it's just like smoking and alcohol and everything else. You can't just have some you know, product that you buy that's going to make you suddenly thin. It does not exist. You have to do it. And anyone who knows anything about addictions knows this. And it's obvious that the Obamas have no clue about how addictive behaviors work. Okay? I mean, he's a smoker. He's a closet smoker. And she has an eating disorder. You can't enforce thinness onto people. A government program for thinness will not work. Now, I agree with what Tammy Bruce said the other day. I mean, I'm all for exercise, and I think what the problem with American schools is that they've cut out sports and they've cut out recess. You know, the kids need unstructured time to play and to climb things and run around. That's what kids do. And instead they're cooped up all day, getting bored and being put on drugs to keep them quiet. You know, if they were really interested in our kids' health, they would look into bringing back recess to schools. Now, this is an issue. Richard Simmons agrees with me. This is just basic mainstream thinking. Kids need to get out and move. She's talking about getting out and moving, but all she's talking about is packing them with more food from the school lunch unions. It's just ridiculous. So yesterday, you know, she announced that she was that she liked fries. I love it when she does that whole thing when Obama does that, like, you know, I have to admit, I like fries. Am I right? Don't we all have that problem? We do. And that's why we need government to regulate our fry intake. Give me a break. You know, that whole thing when she was talking to the restaurant owners, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So I started calling her Biggie Fry. That's my new nickname for her, Biggie Fries. I caught on like wildfire with at least 2 homosexuals on Twitter this afternoon. So Biggie Fries, you know, she's going on and like, hey, I like to pig out on a lot of fries, you know, which I'm assuming is how she gets that Jennifer Holliday-like body that she's developing. Now, when she talks about how her kids like macaroni and cheese, you know, like, oh, they like macaroni. Who cares? Who cares? If they're getting recess, you know, if they're running around playing dodgeball, they can eat macaroni and cheese. If they're going to sit inside on their Ritalin all day, while some, you know, stoned teacher just pops in videotapes, and yeah, they're going to get fat. Hello? God. It's just ridiculous. Again, the problem is inactivity in schools. And that's the only area that government is really should be involved in. Beyond that, in personal lives, there should be no influence whatsoever. You know, this woman with a big caboose lecturing all of us on how we eat, and now she's going after salt today. Boy, perfect timing for an election. You want to know why how Gandhi kicked all the British out? The salt tax. So way to go, Michelle, Biggie Fries. Keep it up. And I'm really sure that Michelle eats her Biggie Fries without salt. I'm sure she does. I'm sure that her delicacies in Spain had no sodium whatsoever. Why doesn't she just give us all like sheets of cardboard to eat? The hypocrisy is in your face, you know. I would not say things about a woman's body the way I've just said about Michelle Obama's, but she has turned all of us into this kind of body fascist, hasn't she? Isn't that what it's all about? Judging people by what they look like, what their size is, and what that says about them and how much help they need. Makes me physically ill. You know, I'm a big boy, and I like those big boys. I even liked that Chris Christie before he came out for that damn Mike Castle. But I have no problem with the big boys. You know that. I love the bears. I like all sizes of people. Not just personally, physically. I have no problem with that. You know, my boyfriend, the opera singer, is in very good shape, though, by the way. He has a swimmer's body and maintains himself beautifully. But that's besides the point. I would have a fat boyfriend. I'd have no problem with that. And I would encourage him to keep his numbers in the right direction. You know? And I would encourage Michelle to keep her numbers in the right direction. And I'd encourage her husband to stop smoking. And I would encourage both of them to stay in the area that they're supposed to be in, which is managing the government, not our bodies. SmallgGay and I am... Oh, I'm sorry. And Lisa's telling you that Lisa's not going. Signing out.